Everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to do some Units on Air gachaing because we've got a new gacha out. We've got a new event. The on air just finished, and we're moving on to steps, which is, if you know Monster Strike, it's kind of like the Jades, where you use a card and you cannot use it again as you go up the tower. Um, but every time this comes along, 4 members, 2 from Hinatazaka, 2 from Sakurazaka, are selected to give point boosts, and those members get special gachas that are exclusive to them. And so let's take a look real quick at the 4 members that will be getting bonuses in the upcoming steps. First is Uemura Rina, and we can take a look at her cards real quick. And the great thing about this gacha is that it guarantees that if you get an SSR, it will be of that member. Let's take a look at, I summarized all of the score bonuses, expected values here with all the cards, and I also highlighted the ones that I have. So you can see for Uemura Rina here, she has a lot of cards that give some bonuses. So if you are starting out the game, Uemu here does have a lot of bonuses. While they're not all very good, sorry, I mean that's the reality here, right? Some of the limited ones here, like the luxury holiday here, that is a 2.46, which is quite solid. But you see that there are no 3%ers here, which is a little bit disappointing. And so you might get some boost here if you get like her silent majority up to a SSR plus. That's a 2.12%. And her Sekai Eye card is already a 2.32% to boot. So okay here. So that is Uemura Rina. Now the other member that is getting a steps highlight is going to be Morita Hikaru, and Hikaru here, we can take a look at her stats. Like this limited card, the Elegance Rouge, back in 2019 when we got it, does feature a 2.32% expected value. Her Garasu or Ware, here we go, card here in purple does feature a 2.46% if you can get her all the way up to a SSR plus. Now I do have her nobody card, but unfortunately that doesn't really give much. But you can see that over here, the most recent card, which should not be a surprise with nobody's fault, she does have the powerful 3.40 expected value for her skill there. So definitely a solid card to chase after if you do not have her. And hey, look at that, Kyonko, of course, my Oshi, right? That means I'm gonna roll. Well, okay, you can look at this. Not really. I have so many cards of her, which should not be a surprise, you know, given how much, I aim pulling for her. Yeah. But you can see she has a lot of solid cards. This Cerulean Flowers 19. She was in my green team for quite a long time. I definitely struggled getting good green cards, so that was, a nice get. Her Joyful Love card here, one of the most powerful yellow cards in the game. Definitely worth SSR plussing and chasing after if you don't have her. Also, one of the most powerful blue cards in the game is her Happy Aura card. Again, if you go to the SSR plus, both of them are in the 3.00% range of score bonuses. So, unless you really have a lot of higher tier cards with more affinity towards them, Kyonko is a very solid member for both yellow and blue. Konsuki also features a 2.52% in the green color, which is great. And the other, pretty strong card that I don't have is her yellow Sonna Koto Naiyo card, but it just came out, so I'm not too stressed about that. But you can see, of all of the costume cards, the only one I'm missing is Doremi and Sonna Koto Naiyo. Both of them fairly recent, so not really any rush to be missing out on the SSR pluses quite yet. And then we have Matsuda Konoka here, who you can see that I am suffering very much. I only have one card. Despite all of the other, I don't pull that much on Sakurazaka. I have more of those Sakurazaka cards than Konoka here. And Konoka does feature a lot of solid cards here. Now, of course, her limited Cerulean Flowers back in 2019 had that nice leader skill and score bonus, which was quite a rare combo back then in the days, but now obviously not going to be as sought after. But you can see her Kyun card here, a solid 2.75%. Nothing to scoff about. That is really nice. I do have that. The only card I have on this list is Joyful Love, which does not give any bonuses. Kitaji not so great, but Kimi ni hanashite okitai koto at 2.52% is a very solid green card. Definitely on the top end for the greens. There's not too many out there that you would be pining after, but this one, Happy Aura SSR Plus, 3.68%. That is the holy grail here. You want one of those 3.68% as much as possible. You get her to SSR Plus, you get that score bonus on top of that. So that is what I am aiming for here. The others, Kitsune, Doremi, and Sonna Kotonayo is nice, but they don't feature any score bonuses. So, what am I pulling for? I'm sure you would have thought after this Kyonko, but when you see how much I own of her cards, I think I'm okay. I'm actually going to try and improve my teams here, going for Konoka here. So I'm gonna do 3 temples, maybe 4 if things go really bad, but hopefully just 3, and see how it goes. There is no guarantees in terms of let's up the volume a little bit. There's no guarantees as to an SSR or anything, so I am completely on my own. There's no ceiling here, so let's do it. And of course, like I was saying, this gacha guarantees if it's an SSR, it is gonna be one of those Konoka cards. So if we see Konoka replying first, that's a good sign. If not, it's completely a bust, right? Again, there are no other SSRs except for Konoka. So we can just fly through this because we're actually not going to get anything. Which is actually kind of sad if you think about it, right? So maybe I shouldn't look at the responses. Because I 100% know that I'm not going to get anything. Okay, so I'm not going to look now. Alright, so I'm not going to look at the responses. If Konoka is the first response, then guaranteed I'm going to get well, not guaranteed I'm going to get an SSR, but there's a good chance that I'm going to get an SSR. Right? If it's not Konoka, then I'm guaranteed not to get one, right? The converse is true. So, okay. Ooh. Alright, third temple. Alright, not looking again. Well, 4 responses. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's see. Well, a lot of responses mean there's less chance that there's multiples, right? Because usually when there's multiple, there's less responses, I feel like. Iguchi, Kinano Nano, Iguchi again. Oh! Oh, I skipped it, that's sad. Okay, Kitsune, that's good. Oh! Kimi, oh! Yes, 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 okay, that's one of the good ones, right? The green one. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. I guess so much for... Now I wonder if there was a stamp response. That would be cool. Alright, so 2 Konoka gets here in one shot. We got Kitsune here, which, I mean, obviously not going to be usable, but I mean, the great thing with getting new cards is, of course, unlocking more affinity points, which I am sorely lacking in Konoka. And the other one, which is actually might be useful here, is the Kimi ni hanashite okitai koto. Oof, that's a mouthful. Let's see. does that actually have a chance to go into my team? Well, it does. If you go to the SSR Plus, it definitely gets into the top, 20. And so depending on how much I can increase her discography, because this does have an SSR Plus, that's another 500 on top of the affinity bonuses. So who knows? It could make a difference. So okay, I'm gonna do one last one, just because this. I know I should end it on a happy note, but I'm here to gacha. Alright, again, not gonna look. Konoka first response is the best case scenario, the only good case scenario. Otherwise, it's just disaster. So, alright, let's see. You guys know if I'm gonna get an SSR, or if I'm not gonna get an SSR. No? Morimoto? No. Iguchi. I think one last one at the end? Okay. Well, we'll stop here. Not gonna go too crazy. But 2 more Konoka cards. That makes me happy. Let's take a look at that one more time. There we go. But like I said, we got Kitsune here, and hopefully we'll see if this is useful or not. This Kimi ni hanashite okitai koto. We'll be definitely happy to SSR plus this. Alright, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you're playing the game and you did some pulls, let me know how your STEPs Gachas went. Otherwise, until next time, bye bye.